in Sacramento County, Sheriff Cooper. The Electronic Frontier Foundation has just pointed out that back in 2015, California passed a law saying that outside of specific law enforcement requests, like, hey, we're here in Oklahoma, we're trying to track a guy who we believe committed a murder, and he's believed to be in California. Can you share license plate information? It's called Automated License Plate Readers, ALPRs. Can you share license plate information with us that might help us catch this guy, or can you look through your own ALPR database and see if he has shown up in whatever? But the reason why this law was passed in California in 2015 was the concern that, for example, in the states that have turned abortion into a bounty. Now the law was passed before this, but it was in anticipation of this sort of thing, like in Texas, where you can go after somebody as a bounty hunter, if you think that they left the state to get an abortion. Well, if you've got automated license plate reader data, and you can know where that person's car was and whether it showed up because these readers are everywhere, they're all over the place. So did that car show up at that abortion clinic? Bingo, you've got your lawsuit. Or bingo, if you're in Idaho, it's a crime to go out of state or to take a minor out of state for an abortion. You've got now the proof, and you can put somebody in prison. And this sheriff apparently has been sharing this information, this automated license plate reader ALPR information with people, including Alabama, Oklahoma, and Texas. Or not with people, but with other police agencies. One of the Adam Schwartz, the Electronic Freedom Foundation's senior staff attorney, said that a sheriff in Texas, Idaho, or any other state with an abortion ban on the books can use that data to track people's movements around California, knowing where they live, where they work, and where they seek reproductive medical care, including abortions. In May, the Electronic Freedom Foundation released a report showing that 71 law enforcement agencies in 22 California counties were sharing such data, which is in violation of this 2015 law. When the Sacramento County Sheriff's Office was asked about it, they tweeted that organizations like the Electronic Freedom Foundation, quote, have lied that law enforcement sharing this information is an attempt to violate people's legal rights. These false claims are intentional and part of a broader agenda to promote lawlessness and prevent criminals from being held accountable. Right. I get it. There's people on the right who, I have a friend who's just hysterical about cash, that, cash is going to go away and the government is going to be able to know everything you do because you're going to have to use a credit card to buy everything, and therefore it's the end of the world. I'm not a fan of cash going away, but I'm not hysterical about it particularly. But I get it. I mean, there are people who are very concerned about, these kinds of things that have kind of moved into the fringes, but I don't think this is fringe stuff at all. And which is why it's California law.